base. Truth don't hide, it just waits for a face, for a face. Big footprints in a pine slick path. Bob Lazar files with a government laugh. Court dates lost in a sea of red tape. We ain't 10-4, we just stay awake. True crime tales in a borrowed voice. We speak for the silence, not by choice. Got boots on the dirt and eyes on the skies, digging up stories they hoped would die. Mic, truth, and thunder, we don't back down. With a Bible in the glove box and boots on the ground. Aliens, lies, and backroom deals. We break that silence, 'cause the soul feels real. Military broadcast, midnight run, teaching vets how to speak what the war's done. From trigger pulls to microphone stands, from combat zones to healing hands. Public records, missing names, unsealed files, classified games. We chase what's buried, not what trends, and we pray for light at the truth's deep end. Mic, truth, and thunder, we don't back down. With a Bible in the glove box and boots on the ground. And backroom deals, we break that silence, 'cause the soul feels real. Some chase fame, we chase the facts. Some fold quick, we read the tracks. It ain't paranoia if it's always been there, and we ain't scared to lay it bare. Into the storm. We ain't perfect, but we were made for this form.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Into the Weeds podcast.
Hey, y'all.
I forgot what I was doing. I'm Amber.
I'm not Amber.
I'm Millennial.
She's also not Amber.
Yeah, sorry, guys. How's everybody doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being here. And I hope everybody that the audio is clear. MBR has been having some issues with their StreamYard account, and it's been crackling and stuff like that. So hopefully the audio is clear this time, because we're not on MBR's stream. So anyways, today we are going to be talking about a very weird case that I just found out about today.
Yeah, it's a pretty strange one.
Yeah, I actually had just sent Millennial a video, and she's like, "Oh, I saw that like 3 days ago." And so I started doing like a little, dive into it, and I'm like, "What the heck is this?"
I listened to the video, but I was also driving and trying to go shopping like momentarily. So I didn't digest all of the information. So I'm interested to hear a little bit more about it.
Okay.
He's like, always a lot.
So what we have, and I will share this on the screen. Oh, actually, I already have it up here. Okay, so family of missing Texas woman, Cora Taylor, who was found living with lost African tribe in Scotland, is growing concerned, breaks our heart. So I'm going to just play this video, but I'm not going to actually put, should I put the sound on or should I?
I don't want you to get copyright.
Yeah. So I'll just show you this video and you can.
Does it have subtitles?
I don't know.
Closed caption.
Closed caption.
There you go.
English. Okay.
Hopefully we don't get flagged for this.
I am the inferior mistress. Go ahead.
That's the handmaid lady, right? Who is from Texas, the one in the pink.
Yeah, the one in the red or pink, and the younger one, yes, she is the one from Texas, and her name is Cora Taylor, and she went missing from Texas. I have not even been able to find a missing poster or anything about her, but according to the New York Post, she is missing with a 1-year-old child.
I
And
didn't see it age, but yeah.
yeah, I think it was a 1-year-old child, and somehow she met up with this guy and this woman who have been husband and wife for a while, and they are pretending to be an African king and an African queen, and they have squatted on Scottish land, and they have decided that that's where their homeland is. And they have actually said that they are from, they're actually Israeli, is what they say genetically. And they say
Yeah,
that,
they're
that
claiming to be from
Scotland,
the Jacobite tribe or something like that.
yeah, the Jacobite tribe. Well, actually, they call themselves the true Jacobites, which
Gotcha.
were like, in the 1700s and
Mm-hmm.
all of that when they were fighting against England and they were trying to bring it back to a Catholic country and a Catholic rule.
Yeah, one of my
Yeah.
Scottish ancestors actually got captured as a prisoner of war when he was fighting against the English in a Jacobite rebellion. The English shipped him off to South Carolina as an indentured servant.
Yeah,
But yeah,
and
it's weird to how they're relating that.
yeah, I know, right? And yeah, one of our family members actually, I think there were 3 of them. It was my 7th great grandmother, I believe, and 2 of her children were killed in the what's it called? The Glencoe massacre in Scotland.
Okay. Yeah.
And a bunch of people were killed because they well, it all has to do with the Jacobite Rising and
Mhm.
with the
Bonnie
Catholics
Prince
and the
Charlie.
Protestants. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if you guys don't know a whole lot of Scottish history and English history, then you probably don't know what we're talking about.
I know this from Outlander,
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of, but I only watched like the first season or 2 when they came out, which was like a decade ago at this point. So I need a little refreshing on my memory, and probably with not a fantasy TV show.
Right?
I haven't seen Outlander. I've heard it's good.
Oh, it's amazing.
I think you'd really like it.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, I've read all the books.
I haven't. If you couldn't tell.
So I'm just going to read this article real quick. So the family of a missing Texas woman found living with a lost African tribe in the Scottish Highlands fears she has been manipulated by the king and queen and are growing concerned over her well-being. Cora Taylor, who now goes by Asnat or Lady Safi of Athene, has been living in the kingdom of Kubala, a claimed section of forest in Jedburgh, Scotland, with husband and wife duo King Atent. Can you say that?
I'm just gonna say a teen. I didn't listen to it. Well, I listened to it earlier, but I didn't listen to it with the.
And Queen Nandi. How do you say that, Millennial?
I'm honestly not sure either. I was trying to remember, like Alora said, I listened to the video, but I can't remember exactly how they pronounced it. And if it was a Scottish reporter interviewing them, so they had a thick Scottish accent on it
He
too.
did.
Yeah.
He had a really thick
No
Scottish
disrespect intended.
No, I love a Scottish accent, but I'm not good at replicating
No, I didn't mean the
it.
Scottish part. I just mean us not being able to pronounce the
Oh
darn
yeah, for sure.
names.
And she's beautiful. Look at
She
that.
is.
Yeah.
So Taylor, a single mother to a 1-year-old, left Texas on May 25th, my son's birthday, and entered the UK on a 6-month tourist visa, keeping her connection to the tribe hidden from her relatives. She went missing in May, but she wasn't missing at all. She left to go live with these people, Taylor's aunt, Veranda Skinner, told The Independent. It is very stressful and difficult. It breaks our heart. We're overly concerned about Cora. but she doesn't think anyone is concerned about her, her Aunt Terry Allen told the outlet. Distraught relatives discovered the 21-year-old's secret life only after she disappeared and left them a cryptic message saying she and her daughter had to get out and explore a little bit. Allen revealed her niece's childhood was very sheltered and protected. She was brought up in church, but not their religion. Not this that they got
Not this
going.
thing that they got going.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
You're
It's a bunch of hogwash, Allen told the outlet. Taylor was living with Skinner when she connected with the kingdom in 2023, allegedly discovering the Facebook group of the Kingdom of Kubala through a high school classmate.
So that's crazy. She's 21 now, but she found out about the stuff in 2023.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, she was real young. Barely legal.
Yeah. Iron Brew. She's giving him Iron Brew.
I've never had.
That's like the national Scottish drink.
Oh, that's why I haven't had it.
The single mother began talking with King Adahini, whose real name is Kofi Afa, an opera singer from Ghana, and his wife and mother of 7, Jean Gasho, now known as Queen Nadi. Taylor, who serves as Queen Nadi's handmaiden, claimed she escaped Texas because of her abusive family. Yes, I'm very happy with my king and queen. I was never missing. I fled a very abusive, toxic family who abused me sexually since I was a child. So you don't go missing to your abusers, Taylor said in a Facebook post on August 20th. That's sad.
That's really sad.
I wonder if that's true.
That's what's always so difficult for me about missing people is, sometimes people want to disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's
I don't wanna
difficult to
accuse-
know.
Yeah. I don't want to accuse anybody of anything, but I also don't want to question. It sounds like it's probably legit,
Yeah. So the kingdom claims to be part of a lost Hebrew tribe who returned to Scotland to reclaim the land their ancestors had stolen from them over 400 years ago when Queen Elizabeth I deported all Black people from Scotland and England. Queen Nadi, whose real name is Jean Gasho, said. Taylor attempted to relocate to the land 40 miles south of Edinburgh with her new boyfriend, but she was scared off by the couple's ungodly rituals, according to The Independent. After disappearing, Taylor relayed a message to her family. She kept the secret hidden from her family back home until she disappeared. She said she would have to call me when she got connected to Wi-Fi, but then I never heard from her again, Skinner said. The tribe claims to live a simple life by bathing in a nearby stream, living in tents, and connecting with nature. They also have a prominent presence on social media, sharing multiple online and print news articles of their group to their accounts. Taylor's social media posts allowed her family to investigate the king and queen, revealing Ohef and Gasho had set up a living situation with another American woman, Skinner told the outlet. The young woman, who isn't legally married to Ofe, however you say that, calls herself his second wife and allows the king to have as many wives as he wants. Wow, this is crazy. So this guy is actually a con man too, but Scottish Border Council said it has been working with Police Scotland to manage Taylor and the tribe's ongoing situation, according to SWNS. This has included the provision of advice and information about housing options and other support services. Taylor's family hopes she returns to Texas when her 6-month visa expires in November. Okay, so they'll probably wait until then to pick her up.
To deport her.
Yeah.
Well, and when Amber says this guy is a con man, we found more articles and videos too where they found his previous identity and all his failed businesses. He pretended to be like a millionaire and a what was it, like a music or video promoter? I can't remember. All kinds of craziness. Dude's always trying to get famous, it
Uh,
appears.
she took it off the screen,
Oh,
but I'm
okay.
noticing. Scroll down a little bit. I was trying to
Okay.
motion with my hands. Okay. I noticed. Well, I don't know if you want to put it back on the screen
Yeah,
or
I'll put
not,
it back
but
on the screen.
anyway, I don't know if this has anything to do with like any kind of cultural thing they're trying to do, but I see he has like a giant gash on his arm, like he
Oh,
tried
wow.
to like long ways. So that also shows like a sign of like something.
Mental instability.
Uh-huh. Not to put anyone down that's done that or anything like that. I'm just noticing that on top of everything else that's going on. That's really
Assuming
sad.
that's not a surgical scar, is it? It's
It might be.
Yeah, you don't know, but it's
because
in a.
I broke my wrist when I was young, and
Mhm.
so I have a long ways scar right on my wrist that's prominent, and people notice it, and they're always like, oh, you tried it." And no,
Yeah.
I had to have titanium plates and a bunch of screws put in to put my bone back together.
I actually have a scar on my right wrist. When I was 4 in the hospital having open heart surgery, I did something to the IV that was in my arm, is what I was told.
Mhm.
And the scar goes left or right across my wrist, and it's like right there. And so for years,
Gotcha.
people thought the same thing about me
I've
too.
never even noticed it, to be honest, and you're my mom.
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, okay.
It was a
Sorry.
lot more prominent when I was younger.
Yeah, I really see it. Sorry, we're not trying to sound insensitive or anything.
No.
Even if he did that, it was just something I noticed.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the video that I found, or that Millennial sent me, actually.
Are you allowed to play it?
We're going to read the transcript.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So it's stunning truth behind African tribes Kubala king. And I wonder if that was a play off of Kabbalah.
I was wondering that too, especially because, the Jacobite tribe of Israel and all that stuff.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're just playing on the Old Testament. Although I have been hearing a lot of talk about Scotland recently and like the RH negative factor.
Mhm.
Have you guys heard about that?
RH negative is like what all the
No,
presidents.
I am RH negative. But I
Me
haven't heard anything recent about it.
Yeah, so there's this thing on TikTok where this guy says that all the people from the RH negative, or all the people who have RH negative, are from the Levite tribe. And those are supposed to be the priests. And so and supposedly people who have RH negative factor also are more in tune with the earth and more spiritual and able to call things up, that are different than.
Well, in the late 90s and early 2000s, people were saying the same thing about people with RH negative blood, but they were saying it was because we were aliens then.
Yeah, they say that too, or that we're from the lineage of Jesus. What's that group of people? Like, not the
Merovingian lines.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
That line, and then the Basque line, they say
Yeah.
is possibly either alien or related to Jesus.
It kind of sounds.
Well, I think that comes from the fact that the Boscan people will have the highest concentration of RH negative blood, don't they?
Yeah, they
Or
do.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, they do. And people are probably like, who are you guys talking about? I'm trying to find. So, okay. I'm trying to find where it talks about his stuff. Okay, so. Okay. This is about him being on Black British television, or Black British Excellence Television. So April 2017. Okay, wait. I'm just gonna have to come back here. Okay. Holy crap, there's a lot. Okay. I thought I was gonna have to go further in. Okay. The self-styled king of Kubala, who faces eviction from a camp in Scott's Woods, is a failed businessman. We can reveal 36-year-old Kofi Agamang
We're just
Afe
gonna say coffee and
Coffee.
just
Okay.
leave it at that.
Was director of entertainment retail property and performing arts firms, which were struck off before he reinvented himself as leader of an African tribe. His partner, mom of 7, Jen Gasho, who calls herself Queen Nandi, was also involved in some of the doomed enterprises. Off, who has proclaimed himself as the king, previously posed as a millionaire entrepreneur in flash suits as he claimed to mix with super rich clients. You can tell this is definitely written by somebody from Australia or Britain or somewhere like that.
I thought it was in
It's
Scotland.
Scotland. Well, some of the news we've been getting is from Australia. Because Sky News has been one of the only people that have been.
Gotcha, but this is from the Scottish Sun.
This is from the Scottish Sun. So now he wears rags and a crown of sticks while living with Gasho and their handmaiden in a tent in Jedburgh in the Scottish borders, where he lies that he is a Messiah descended from the Bible's King David. In 2021, his MS boasted that he was a property magnate with a fortune to his name. Gasho claimed in her blog, "My husband within a year has acquired 10 properties to his name. He now runs an empire, and in assets, he is now a millionaire in his own right. He gets properties that need renovation and invests thousands into them, making them look gold. Today, he is a millionaire king, and I can't help but give thanks." But records unearthed by the Scottish Sun revealed that office businesses failed within a few years of being set up. One was registered to a £640,000 property in London's trendy Hawktown, but in October 2020, Ganabon offered registered Northern Bridge Limited at a £60,000 two-bedroom flat in Martin County, Durham. But official papers say that the company dealt with the management of real estate on a fee contract basis. The firm was also linked to a modest £80,000 semi-detached pad in nearby Stockton-on-Tees, but it was dissolved in March 2023 by a compulsory strike. Off. Mr. Offer was also director of retail firm Loot Gold Limited, registered in Hawktown in August 2020. Records list him as a marketer. The company was struck off in January 2022. The former opera singer, who also previously listed as a director of Black British Entertainment Limited, along with Gasho from Zimbabwe. Didn't it say they were from? No, he was from Ghana and she was from Zimbabwe.
I got a little bit lost on that, but one was from Ghana.
It was incorporated in April 2017 and struck off in June 2019. Okay. Let's get to something. A Facebook profile linked to the firm claimed it was the leading entertainment network for Black British unique talents in film, music, fashion, and sports. The pair were also directors of London's registered Black British Excellence Limited, where Off was a brand consultant and Gasho was a director. The firm, dealing in performing arts and artistic creation, was set up in January 2018 and struck off in July 2019. Offer and Gasho were credited with organizing the Black British Entertainment Awards in 2017, but were forced to scrap the glitzy event afterwards. Previously, you had presented yourself as a successful businessman. with a number of companies down in England, which were eventually all dissolved via strike-off action. There's companies like Northern Bridge Limited, Look Gold Limited, and the Black British Entertainment Business, all registered to sort of varying residential addresses. Could you tell us about what happened there? So this British reporter is going there and talking to him and trying to figure out if this handmaiden is in distress,
Right.
what they're doing. So you want to say anything
Yeah.
before we go further?
No, you're good. I just was thinking, watching that video, it was hard to tell if she felt comfortable to say anything that wasn't positive. She was never out of the view of the man and wife.
Yeah, she wasn't.
I noticed that as well.
And she also says, "Oh, well, no one can be held captive in a tent." Well, wasn't Elizabeth Smart, or who was that was held captive in a tent for like a while?
Yeah, and I mean,
Or JC Dugard, or
JC Dugard?
it was
Was she
one
in
of
a
those.
tent?
It was one of those two was in a tent.
well, Patricia Hearst, she actually fought for the Syrian Liberation Army. She was completely brainwashed, so they say.
Yeah. Do you believe that?
I go back and forth on it, to be honest.
Me
That kind
too.
of went down another brain trail. I have her book and stuff, and I go back and forth between, oh my God, the poor woman, to, did she like that?
Yeah. Sometimes I go back and forth on whether I believe she actually had Stockholm syndrome or not.
It's just a difficult thing to tell.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're starting back. This British reporter is asking this guy, so what happened to all these businesses that went bust effectively? The road to where we have come, he says, it was a journey of discovery. The Black British Entertainment, it was the platform for the Black people in the UK. Now, you guys will have to go watch this because the way he actually says it is just like so ridiculous. The Black people in the UK, where we acknowledge, on her blog, Gasho said, after the launch, I saw him seal sponsorship deals with millionaires. The money for the awards was provided for in a way that I never thought was possible. We were literally facing homelessness, but God provided over $20,000 or £20,000 for us to host the first BB Awards, she claimed in 2020. That offer showered her with gifts, including 2 engagement rings. I'm thinking £20,000 isn't going to get you very far. And if you throw 2 engagement rings on top of that,
Yeah, depending on how big those engagement rings are. But
yeah,
Saying the pink diamond cost 50,000
£50,000.
pounds.
And
oh
the
my
other,
God. Well,
yeah, and the other with emeralds and a yellow diamond worth £150,000.
How does that come
Plus,
out 20,000?
9 gold bars. Pictures.
it's wild how it's when people get into that kind of debt and failure, and they suddenly discover it's time to live on the land by divine calling.
Right. Let me say hello to everybody while we're here. Sorry about that, guys. Hello, Sam and Kelly and Ruth Carroll, Peppermint Patty. I love the name. Millie the Mermaid. Why does that remind me of a Disney show? Millie the Mermaid. Not Sorry, Charlie, or something like that. Didn't they have?
What?
Wasn't there a show called Not Sorry, Charlie?
That's somebody who's a gypsy creator, right?
Not Sorry, Charlie?
Didn't you meet up?
Oh,
Good job. Good fucking job. Good luck, Charlie.
Good luck, Charlie.
Good job. Good job.
My bad.
Anyway, moving on.
1970s. Good to see you. McCatherine. Let's see. Joy, good to see you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joy.
I've never gotten on that train and I'm staying out of
Oh, I have. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's get back on.
it. Say some
track.
things we could just keep to ourselves.
Pictures published a year later showed the self-declared queen flashing wads of 2050 notes. Oh, 20 and 50 notes. Okay. At that time, She said it was shocking at first to have money, but it became normal to see 30,000 pounds in cash. In another post, Gasho said her hubby went from nothing to having 13 properties in 2 years. He would buy rundown properties, do them up, then he would ask me to decorate the finishing touches. He made so much money. I'm talking 20,000 pounds a month as service apartments. In 2023, the pair were arrested on suspicion of child cruelty as they were remanded in custody but later freed. Sorry. Both denied the charges, which were later dropped. Now Alpha and Gasho claim to be the leaders of the kingdom of Kubala, a lost tribe of Hebrews. The pair says they only recognize laws of their god, Yahweh, and are reclaiming land that was stolen from their ancestors 400 years ago. And the campers have been joined by the handmaiden Aznat, real name Cara Taylor, but that's not. Anyways, a 21-year-old mom of one who is reported missing by her family in Texas. It is understood that the group receives income from subscribers to their social media accounts, which have tens of thousands of followers. What? The accounts also have a link for donations. The group has also been receiving food and gifts from camp visitors, as well as a local friend who we're not naming. The tribe has been locked in legal battles with a landowner and Scottish Border Council. They were evicted from a privately owned site before setting up a new base on council land nearby. And I think it was only 20 feet nearby, from what I understand. A sheriff ordered them to repay all the costs of their recent eviction, but obviously they don't use currency. But they're getting paid on social media.
Right.
They've been to court and they're asking for you, what does that say? I can't even read now.
Do you want me to read?
Yeah, read,
okay.
please.
Sorry, okay. Where are we at?
Right there.
They have been to court and they're asking for, interdict and okay, that doesn't make sense. You're right. Evicted from this plan because they're the owners. So they've given you 2 days notice. So you'll have to seek legal advice or whatever. Go to Jerish Health Court. That if they go to the health court and be done to send the actions, they will be. Yeah, this transcription is really odd.
Yeah, well, it's a reporter speaking.
No, that's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
it's transcribed. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Looking for the direction next week. Fresh papers asking him to leave were served by officials acting for the local authority. When asked about his failed firms, Offit told all of these businesses were the road to where we have come. It was a journey of discovery. We have left the world behind. The world of luxury is perishing, and the world of the wilderness is what awaits everyone. It's more rewarding than cash, gold, and silver. This is our destiny, Gasho added. In Kubala, our God tells us, forget you the former things and look to the future. We do not dwell in the past. What we can call success is this. The tent is fire, or the tent the fire. In Kubala, we do not look back at the worthless paper that has the face of Elizabeth and Charles. Little diss there. But local Tory councillor Scott Hamilton said this is perhaps a continuation of his failed businesses. Oh, that's about it. Providing entertainment to the masses and trying to reach the audience to advance his opportunities. How much is this a gimmick by them? And how much do they actually believe in what they're saying? You can't take what they're saying at face value. There may be more switched on than it would first appear.
Yeah, this guy is really in performance mode. Like, big time.
And stuff like this for people who aren't familiar with real tribal societies, Native American tribes, African tribes, Aboriginal tribes of Australia, all those different things. They see stuff like this and it lowers the legitimacy of tribal rights in their minds.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
He just puts a bad name on stuff like all charlatans do of anything they get into.
Yeah, and it's just like, I mean, It's like, dude, have you gone anywhere and experienced tribal life in any form or fashion?
No, he's cosplaying some stuff he saw in a movie, it looks like.
Yeah, and this girl from Texas is just, I don't know if she's just like,
I'm
just
feeling
kinda,
about her like I do about Patricia Hearst. Are you Stockholmed, or are you just weird?
yeah, I'm just not sure what to think about this whole thing.
I don't know.
Same.
Obviously, there's a lot of things that are missing, but my thought process is probably if what she said about her family is true, she's probably
Yes.
deeply traumatized. And a lot of times when people will get involved in cults, because this is kind of culty, it's because they come from a rough background
Mhm.
or they're insecure and they're just trying to find some deeper meaning to life and to
Mhm.
feel love and community and connection. And this is probably just something that she got sucked into, at least that's how it appears to me, um, automatically. But yeah, it seems like she just kind of maybe found them. Did she find them on TikTok like
I
everybody
don't
else
know.
did?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
so
Facebook, actually, I think is what
Facebook.
it said.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot
I
of
think Gypsy
people,
Rose has put a bad taste in my mouth for everybody with a victim story.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand in some aspects.
Yeah.
I don't know, but as for this guy though, it seems that he clearly has some issues. I don't know where those stem from, but he has a want to be admired and desired and famous, and this is the only way that it's really kind of panned out for him, it looks like.
Mhm.
But
So
how many
far.
times have we all seen people that switch grifts and gigs and stuff
Mhm.
because
Oh
it's
yeah.
convenient for them,
Mhm.
it's quite common.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it is.
For sure. I just
I
hope
You're
that
not getting
him and his wife aren't dragging vulnerable people into their grift with them. Because
Yeah.
that's what it's
whenever in one of those videos where the dude, he was asking her if she was there for her own free will and stuff and what all she did, like all she really had to say was she has to keep things to the queen's pleasure or something like that.
Mhm.
It just doesn't sound like anything healthy whatsoever.
Yeah, but it's just these 3 people, right? That's what you've
Yeah.
seen.
Yep, it's just these 3 people, so that again goes back to, is this girl a victim running away, a victim who is running away? Does she need help? Or I don't know. It's very, very odd situation.
Is it induced by drugs, perhaps?
I'm looking at
That's
his
another
mushrooms on
question.
his robe. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no hate as far as, using that stuff
Mhm.
goes, but, you can very easily fall into I'm sorry, I can't talk.
Psychosis.
Psychosis,
Mhm.
yes, you can fall into some kind of psychosis, if you don't use mushrooms in the proper way or
I
any other kinda
I have a feeling this is just another one of his
grifts.
grifts,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna have to look more into this group on Facebook and see, like, what the actual following is, what they
Mhm.
talk about, things like this, but I just wanted the viewers to kinda just check it out and see what we're seeing. It's like, "What the heck is this?"
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
god, the
mean
picture of her with holding the cash stacks is hilarious
I know.
considering their current persona.
Yeah, and it's just 20 and 50-pound notes.
What she got, $2,000?
hey, I mean, it's $2,000 more than I
There's
have.
no $2,000 is a lot of money. I'd, be
Yeah.
happy to have a $2,000 in my hand at the moment. That's not there, but at the same time, that's not millionaire flash around lifestyle.
Yeah, that's not a flex.
Yeah.
Well, when you come from nothing, it
Well,
is.
these
Yeah.
people
Are grifters, I
are
get it.
grifters.
I get it, I'm
We're
just
just picking apart
No, you're
their
fine.
ridiculousness.
No, I get it, I get it. But yeah, anything else to note about it? I didn't know
Yeah,
how much research we had put
we
into
really
this.
did. Actually, I wanted to show you this one too. So this is her. This is the handmaiden, Cora. Cora Taylor.
She's such a pretty girl. I hope she's
She really
okay.
is.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. See, there we go.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Members of the public raised concerns after watching social media videos shared online. Officers have been sent to visit the tribe of 3 on several occasions in a bid to speak with the 21-year-old who is part of the controversial Kingdom of Kubala tribe. Cora has been camping with a self-styled king, Coffee, and his wife, Jean Gosho, and Jedibur since May. A source told how several calls were made to police. Scotland and her mom back home in America has been urging people to report her daughter to authorities. That's hard to read.
Yeah, it is.
And the teleprompter's going so slow. People are concerned about her welfare. There have been reports that she has been groomed by the husband and the wife duo, and people suggest that she is now being treated as a slave. Police officers will continue to visit the site to carry out welfare checks and will take out any action as appropriate. Cora's mom has been urging people who are concerned to make reports to the police. In a recent interview, the mom of one told her how the job is to keep their tent in a legal campsite in woods near Jedibur clean. She declined to answer earlier this week when asked if she had been groomed by the couple. Cora, do you think you've been groomed as a youngster by this couple? Oh, wow. A lot of people. Do you think you've been groomed, Cora? And it looks like she's declining to say anything. Clearly concerns from your family in America as well. Does that play a part in your thinking? Again, other people's concerns really really don't matter to me because these aren't people who care about me and these aren't people that I care about. You know, do they? Noted. But yeah, so the gist that I'm getting from this, well, yeah, what you were saying about missing people, like it's concerning sometimes because like, there was a family that we had talked to a little bit with a missing teen. And it seemed like there was some weird stuff kind of going on there.
Mhm.
I don't know what kind of weird stuff was going on there, but it wasn't normal, that's for sure. So it always like makes me hesitant to really even want to investigate. Even today, I was talking to my mom about this earlier, but there was a boy that went missing in I think it was Denellen, Florida, maybe. And he was like a 17-year-old boy, and he texted his mom saying that he had gotten shot and he got put in a van with like several Hispanic men and that they kidnapped him, but he was found safe. And they saw a video of him getting on his bike and leaving his car in the parking lot. And he was wearing a MAGA hat. And so a lot of people think that might have been kind of like a attention seeking thing to bring negative attention to certain groups of people. I'm not trying to turn it super political. I'm just saying like missing cases can always be so weird. And then also like that kid that was in the air balloon a couple years ago. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Balloon boy.
Yeah, Balloon Boy. Forest friend, she says, I was kidnapped once and I said the same thing. I was severely brainwashed. It's easier than you think. And I am very
so
sorry for that. And yeah, I believe that. I believe that it's a lot easier than people think. A lot of people say that things can't happen or they're so definitive on something. And it's like, dude, have you lived?
Everyone's different. Every situation's different. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. So we just kind of wanted to bring this story to you guys. I want to know more about this because, if she really was abused and she finds this life better, then who am I to say,
Well, they're probably going to end up in jail.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will. Yeah, she just needs to go. I want to know more about her.
Yeah, I'm very curious. I'm way more curious about her than I am the King and Queen Khan.
Me too. I'm more curious about what she dealt with and why she believes that this is a better life.
And where's her child?
Yeah. Well, from everything that I understand, either a video I watched or an article I read said that the child was taken by British family services and sent to her family back in Texas. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I
AC
remember.
Crew in the comments says, Nor did a video on this a few days ago. Great channel. I'll have to check it out. I'm not aware of that one.
Oh, Nor Jasmine. I love her. Yes.
I don't guess I've heard of her. So
Yeah,
cool.
Nor Jasmine actually, I started following her when she started doing the Orrin and Orson case. And so that's when I found her. But yeah.
Do
I'll
you
have-
know how old the lady is? Joy was asking.
She's
The Texas
21.
girl's 21. I couldn't remember.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's 21, and then the queen is 40 years old.
Lord alive.
So, yeah, so that's it. I just wanted to kind of show you guys that because I thought it was pretty interesting, and I'm going to find out more information if I can on this one. But so last night I put out that khaki.com told us that Gypsy was pregnant again, or at least there were rumors around Chillicothe saying that
Khaki.com.
yeah, khaki.com
happened?
is the prison. You know, because they wear khakis.
Okay, that'd be a good thing to clarify. I don't know what you're
Yeah, I
talking
was
about.
just about to get into
Gotcha.
it, but yeah. Yeah, so khaki.com is the prison rumor mill. And so anytime we hear anything, sorry about that, guys, Oates is going crazy.
You think Charles will do something about it?
Yeah, well, okay. So yeah, khaki.com is the rumor mill in prison. And anytime I hear anything from there, you know, usually I won't say anything to anybody. I'll say something, you know, to Millennial or to Laura, but I don't really say anything to anybody else. But Tuesday, when we were coming home from Springfield, I got a call from my cousin, and she's like, "Hey, do you know if Gypsy's pregnant?" And I'm like, "No, why?" And she's like, "Yeah, because there's a bunch of people here saying that Gypsy's pregnant." And I'm like, "Really?" And she's like, "Yeah, so you haven't heard that?" And I was like, "Well, there's been some gossip, you know, but I haven't heard much, but I know there was a picture released that kind of looked a little suspicious." And so I just thought it was weird that the people at the prison would be talking about it. So that made me think either it's true that one of her friends, and I know she has at least two really good friends in there. One stays to herself and stays quiet, and the other one tells pretty much anything she knows. So, so usually, you know, if I hear anything, like I said, I keep it to myself, but because last time this happened like this, I was like, and the fact that no one else on the outside's really, really talking about it much, you know,
Yeah.
other than before, you know, you made your video.
Yeah, and just for everyone in the chat, Amber gave me permission to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but something that I think you were gonna say and then you trailed off is
sorry.
we don't know if it's actually true because she could just be fishing for
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
attention to see if you know it makes it
Who
out
was
of the
gonna
prison.
leak?
So who knows what's actually true or not, but it is something that is going around the prison 100% definitively. I don't post on Reddit, but I'd be scrolling. So anyway, I saw someone saying that like she doesn't trust you or I, and they're like, well, why would anyone tell Millennial? Why would one of Gypsy's friends tell Millennial about you know, her being pregnant? And I think you don't realize how prison is. There's not much to do in prison. And us women, a lot of times, more often than not, we like to gossip, especially people that are already kind of in jail for not being the most stand-up citizens. So I don't know what y'all are expecting to come out of a prison. So take it with a grain of salt, for sure. But at the same time, like it's not something we'd lie about. Y'all don't have to like us, but the fact that nobody or some people are saying they don't trust us, that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me.
Oh, well, don't worry about that.
Oh, I'm not worried about it. I was just saying. No,
so I get lots and lots and lots of information from the prison. I would say 99.999% of it I keep to myself. I don't even tell Laura half the time.
Yeah, I
So-
normally find out things. I found out about this pregnancy thing from Millennial's video because you don't tell me shit. Like,
You
at all.
find out a lot from my video. It's
Dude,
because
she
your
tells me
mama.
that before she tells me. I'm like, damn.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you just don't care to tell me. I get it.
No, it's not that. It's not that.
But yeah, we definitely aren't saying that she is absolutely pregnant. We're saying that that rumor is going around the prison. So Gypsy has put it there, whether it's because she is or whether it's because she's just trying to see who will leak it or who won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I would say definitely that story has been leaked to the prison for some reason. Whether it's true or not, I have no idea. But last time it was true, so who knows? But last time the person also had a sonogram to go with the information.
Yeah.
So I have not heard it this time.
Yeah.
Haven't heard of a sonogram this time.
Yep, no,
didn't
I
hear
haven't.
anything about that.
Just
but
words.
Yep, just words. But it was funny because it was a bunch of people this time instead of one specific person. So that lends me to believe that it may just be a real rumor because, more people are talking about it than just the one person who
Right.
got the sonogram the last time.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So
yeah, so take it with a grain of salt. But my mom talks to multiple prisoners over there, and very rarely does she talk about Gypsy. Like, she just has legitimate relationships with these people.
Yeah.
And if y'all don't believe that, go watch some of our other videos where we literally talk to prisoners on the phone. And we barely talk about Gypsy, if at all. So
yeah, occasionally we'll get into it, but thank you, 1970s.
But yeah, so I be scrolling on that Reddit. I think that was on the Shady Gyp verse. I find that they have very interesting
Oh, I love Reddit. They're
very
hilarious.
interesting. Uh-huh.
They're really good. They come up with some really good theories and find some really good emails.
Except that damn baby thing. I'm sorry, she has a baby. Y'all could shut up with that. I'm not listening. But I will say, just to be a little shady, to anyone. No, I'm not. Just let me talk. God damn it. Anyway, so I was just saying that there's a lot of things that people talk about on there where I'm just gonna say I agree with y'all, but I'm not gonna be any certain type of way about it.
Anyways, so Millennial, what are you doing this week? Or this weekend, I meant.
Planning on just hanging out and doing a little house cleaning and painting. I'm planning on doing a painting live. I'm just hesitant to schedule it too soon because I so often when I try to schedule a live, then my health takes a random dive right before time. It's almost easier. Yeah, it's almost easier to do them just impromptu whenever I suddenly am like, I feel good, I'm gonna go live. But I was thinking about doing a painting live because some of my subscribers have asked me about painting Feline, the fawn who comes around.
Oh, okay.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah, and I bought a Bob Ross afro wig.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm gonna come on and be like, hey y'all, it's Millennial Russ. We're gonna have some happy little trees, happy little accidents.
I love that for you.
I have never followed his directions on a painting before. Have you?
No. Well, I mean, my grandma used to watch him whenever I was growing up with her.
Uh-huh.
And she would do his style sometimes, but no, I've never followed his directions because I don't like to paint as fast as he does. I like to let layers dry in between because, in my opinion, you can get better detail in that way than doing it all wet with oils.
Mhm.
But that's just a lot of people do great doing it all wet and really fast. So that's just a personal preference.
So your husband says he did as a kid. He just had watercolors.
I like to finger paint.
Nice.
Her brother supposedly had a child at the same time that she reported Aurora. And the idea is they use her brother's child in the videos. Anything could be true at this point. You're more than accurate. Anything could be true.
Some of the stuff, honestly, like last year, we heard rumors about Gypsy tricking men in prison for money and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, good grief, that's crazy. Well, then we got the emails and that was all true.
Yeah, I'm open to believing anything, but I do hesitate to spread certain
Oh, yeah.
theories because that's the kind of stuff that, not specifically what you said, Forest Friend, but some of the stuff that I hear from other people is the kind of thing that makes people not want to take the anti-gypsy community seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ruth Carroll said, put a tiny squirrel in your pocket. I told 1970, I'll see if I can get little Johnny Helldiver in my pocket, like how Bob Ross always had a little squirrel in his pocket. Be like, oh, look, y'all, my little friend.
I love that.
Okay, so I guess that's it for today. We just wanted to kind of bring you alive and talk a little bit. But yeah, tomorrow I'm going live and we're going to be going over the Athena Hogan case.
Awesome.
We're actually going to be reading the news articles, just all of the news articles and talking about them. I don't know if Alora will be here or not because this is her birthday weekend. She'll be 25 on Sunday.
Yay.
Yeah, I'm getting old. Way. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't have any plans.
It's not like she
So-
has a whole year to plan, you know.
No, I would tell my mom. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, anyways, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. But yes,
I hate my birthday. So anyway,
she always hates her
It's
birthday for some
bad.
reason.
So anyway, anyway,
But-
but it's coming up, so we'll see what I am here for. We'll see.
Okay,
Well, I'm
well,
glad you liked the painting.
Yes, I
Yeah.
did. Thank you
Oh,
so
yeah,
much.
we gotta
Forgot
make-
to mention that. Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
Can you
Welcome.
tell us a little bit about that painting before we go,
Yes,
please?
yes.
Yeah, so that is a study I did of a small corner of Hieronymus Bosch's Garden of Earthly Delights triptych. That was painted by him in the 1500s. And it's a triptych, so it's like a 3-piece panel. The first piece is meant to depict the Garden of Eden when everything was innocent and pure. The middle piece is meant to depict indulgence and degeneracy, like Middle Earth type thing. And then the last one is meant to depict a hell scene. And they're all very weird and alien and stuff. And for centuries, people thought that he must have been on like some wild, trippy mushrooms or something to paint those. He might have still been, but it was found within like the last 50 years or so, I believe, that he was actually part of a very prestigious Catholic order in the Netherlands where Carnival is a big thing. It's like a way wilder Mardi Gras that's been going on for centuries. And this Catholic order that he was part of was authorized by Rome to be one of the people that sell pardons, that get paid by people who did their indulgences and their sinning to pardon them so that they don't have to go to hell for that. Basically, they can still go to heaven. And so they hired Hieronymus Bosch to paint this triptych to remind all the revelers having fun in carnival of what awaits if they don't buy their pardon. So yeah, I did a very small corner of the indulgence Middle Earth part that I thought was really pretty and fun.
Yeah, no, it looks really good. Thank you so much for sending it and being willing to part with it because I absolutely love it. And now I have more room on my wall to like put other cutesy little things on there. So I'm very
Yeah,
mad.
you're welcome. I'm glad you liked it.
I love it.
Yeah, when I walked over there to look at it, she's like, "Oh, you probably don't want to look at that. That's inappropriate." And I was
I
like,
did
"Oh, I
say
love
that.
this."
And she's like, I want to buy that for Laura.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you did. Yeah, my room's kind of full of stuff like that. So so yes, thank you very much. Thank you. It's gorgeous.
Okay, well, I guess we will see you guys tomorrow, or at least I will see you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central or 7 p.m. Eastern. And we'll be going over the Athena Hogan case.
Much love to
Awesome.
you too, Joy. Also, I meant nothing by the I'm getting old comment. I'm just my brain's fully developed now, probably. So I'm like, "Ugh, that's lame. Yeah. So anyway,
You
on
have
to
to
the
adult
next.
now.
Yeah, I have to adult. But that's okay. Anyway, I don't really have much else to say about that.
Ruth Carroll, we did see that. Thank you. Yeah, so I hope everybody has a very blessed evening and that you go out and do something good to make the world a better place. And go check out those videos and listen to these people talk. And hopefully we'll have a little bit more information for you at another time.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Bye, everybody.
Audio.
Thanks for having me. Bye.
Bye, Millennial.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans a voice. So don't forget to catch the podcast and stay connected with us. Giving our veterans a voice.